Welcome to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit. Once a global automotive titan, Volkswagen now faces a pivotal crossroads. Known for the Beetle and Golf, its leap into electric mobility has faltered. Profits are plummeting, layoffs are rising, and its grip on the vital Chinese market is slipping. Even a return to internal combustion engines hasn't stopped the bleeding. Join us as we uncover the top reasons behind Volkswagen's struggles and what it means for its future. Reason number 8. Volkswagen's EV strategy. Big dreams, bigger missteps. Volkswagen once aimed to lead the EV revolution, investing over 60 billion euros to electrify 80% of its fleet by 2030. Its ID series, including the ID3 and ID4, was poised to challenge Tesla. Yet reality has tempered that ambition. EV sales fell 5% in Europe, with reduced German subsidies further cooling demand. Traditional ICE loyalists felt alienated, while EV buyers remained unimpressed by VW's offerings. Concerns about range, infrastructure, and pricing persist. Reliance on subsidies became a liability. As incentives fade, so does interest. Critics argue VW's rapid shift to EVs lacked foresight, with weak infrastructure planning and supply chain issues contributing to underwhelming results. Now, VW faces a daunting road ahead in winning back customers and regaining its footing in the evolving market. Reason number 7. A profit freefall raises alarm. Volkswagen's financial struggles paint a grim picture. The company reported a jaw-dropping 60% plunge in profits, with earnings tumbling from 5.8 billion euros in Q3 2023 to a mere 2.4 billion euros in Q3 2024. China, VW's largest market, saw a staggering 12% drop in sales, while Europe didn't fare much better, with a 1% decline. Meanwhile, VW's operating margins have shrunk to a razor-thin 2%, spurring the company into cost-cutting mode. CEO Thomas Schaefer admitted that VW's German factories are operating 25 to 50% above sustainable cost levels, a stark indicator of inefficiency in today's fiercely competitive market. While plans are underway to slash spending, many experts worry these measures might not be enough to reverse the bleeding. Reason number 6. Layoffs and factory closures cast a shadow. Cost-cutting measures have led to difficult decisions, including layoffs and factory closures. Since 2019, VW has axed 46,000 jobs, and industry analysts predict Germany's automotive sector could shed another 140,000 positions by 2030. Historic plants like the Osnabrück facility, which once produced the beloved VW Karmann Ghia, face the grim reality of closure. Similarly, the Dresden factory, a former icon of cutting-edge production, is struggling to justify its existence in the face of dwindling demand. These closures are more than just corporate adjustments. They're seismic shifts that destabilize local economies and communities that depend on VW. While these measures might stabilize short-term finances, the long-term damage to VW's reputation and workforce is harder to quantify. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now, let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Reason number 5. The ice-cold reality of returning to combustion engines. Volkswagen's pivot back to internal combustion engines seems like a pragmatic response to market realities, but the strategy is fraught with challenges. The automaker has earmarked 60 billion euros for ICE research and development, banking on continued demand for gas and diesel vehicles in certain regions. However, global regulations are tightening, and rising fuel costs are nudging even loyal ICE buyers toward alternatives. In China, where VW once reigned supreme, local brands like BYD are seizing market share with affordable, tech-savvy EVs. Even in regions like South America, where ICE vehicles remain popular, competition from newer automakers and persistent supply chain issues have undermined VW's comeback efforts. This dual failure in both EV and ICE markets underscores the precariousness of VW's position. Reason number 4. Losing grip on China's dynamic market. China, once Volkswagen's strongest market, is now a significant challenge. For years, VW dominated with its dependable sedans and SUVs, but the landscape has shifted. Local automakers like BYD and NIO, supported by generous government subsidies, are now offering EVs that outperform VW's models in both price and technology. While Volkswagen has partnered with XPeng Incorporated to co-develop EVs, the collaboration has yielded little progress so far. Meanwhile, rising tariffs and geopolitical tensions are complicating VW's position. With EV adoption soaring in China, Volkswagen's reliance on traditional models has left it struggling to keep up. Once the market leader, the company is now racing to stay relevant as competitors rapidly innovate and seize control of the world's largest automotive market. Reason number 3: the fall of premium brands. Volkswagen's once reliable luxury brands, Audi and Porsche, are now feeling the heat. Porsche sales of the iconic 911 dropped by 33% in China during the first half of 2024, while Audi faces diminishing demand for its high-performance models, largely due to escalating tariffs and changing consumer preferences. Luxury vehicles, a cornerstone of VW's profitability, are faltering. These premium models typically offer higher profit margins, but with fewer customers willing to invest in high-end cars, the financial buffer they provided is eroding. Volkswagen's reliance on these brands to offset broader losses now seems increasingly unsustainable, putting additional strain on the automaker's recovery efforts. Reason number 2: a symbol of Germany's industrial struggles. Volkswagen's challenges are emblematic of Germany's industrial struggles. Rising energy prices, stringent EU emissions regulations, and the broader deindustrialization trend have hit the nation's automotive sector hard. The country's industrial output has dropped by 10% since 2023, with automakers like Volkswagen bearing the brunt of this decline. As a flagship of German engineering, VW has drawn criticism from stakeholders and politicians alike. Leaders in Lower Saxony, a major shareholder, have advocated for relaxed emissions standards and increased government aid, but political gridlock has stymied action. This leaves Volkswagen grappling with these challenges largely on its own, underscoring the systemic issues affecting the broader industry. Reason number 1: can Volkswagen recover in time? Volkswagen faces a critical crossroads as its abrupt shifts between EVs and ICE vehicles sow confusion and highlight vulnerabilities. While its renewed focus on ICE may stabilize short-term revenues, it clashes with a global pivot toward sustainable alternatives, stricter emissions rules, and rising environmental concerns. Meanwhile, its €60 billion EV investment struggles to deliver. Models like the ID.3 and ID.4 underwhelmed both loyalists and new customers, with sales faltering as subsidies decline. Supply chain inefficiencies and infrastructure gaps compound these challenges. Experts argue VW's reactive strategy lacks vision and cohesion. To recover, it must streamline operations, embrace innovation, and adapt to market demands. Though the path is steep, VW's heritage and resources give it a fighting chance, if bold, decisive actions replace hesitation. Conclusion: is Volkswagen's comeback possible? Volkswagen's decline from industry leader to underdog highlights the rapid changes in today's automotive world. To recover, VW must address missteps, rebuild trust, and balance ICE and EV strategies to meet shifting consumer demands. What's your take? Can Volkswagen rise again, or is this the end of the road? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. For the latest updates on the automotive world and more in-depth analysis, subscribe to Piston Pundit and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching and see you next time.